afternoon, and we're back at the beautiful Therme Olimia resort for the second semi-final of the Kamui Slovenian Women's Open, part of the Predator EuroTour series. Firstly, from Portugal, looking to reach her second ever EuroTour final, will you welcome FRANCO. And from Slovenia, she's ranked number 3 on the rankings and hoping to add to her 2 EuroTour titles. It's GRADISNIK. It's a race to 8 racks, and the referee in charge of the action is Aramith of Croatia. Ladies, will you lag for the break?
From Slovenia, chasing her 3rd Euro title. She'll be looking to get herself in the final against Ina. The game is 8-ball, race to 8. My name is Graham Hickman, and in the booth with me is good friend George Teachea. Welcome, George. You ready for this one?
Oh, quite ready. Anna Gradisnik is fresh off a final 16 in the women's world 8-ball, here in 2025 that Jasmine Ocean just won. And as you mentioned, Vanya has 1 EuroTour under her belt, but way back in 2014, she also has 2 European Pool Championships that she's won. So they are both experienced, both great players, and we look forward to a great match. I had Anna as one of the favorites, along with Bojana Sharak and Ina Kaplan, and one is in the finals, and one may be there soon. She still has to win here. Vanya, I've seen her play in the team championships in Portugal, in Puerto Rico for the Portugal team.
Yeah, it will be interesting. I haven't seen Viana play much over these events. Just maybe, a bit unfortunate there on both of those balls in the sides, but yeah, Viana kicking us off. She will have 2 breaks. It's a 2-break format on an alternating format, sorry. So this is the first of Viana's breaks, and whatever happens in this rack, she will have another break to follow, and then we will move over, and Anna will have 2 until we have a winner, back and forwards. But yeah, George, I had the privilege of commentating on Anna's match earlier this morning. She played pretty solid. She just struggled a little bit to close the match out towards the end, but managed to get over the line. And I was watching Ina as well. She was also playing pretty solid, but equally struggling in some parts. So I'm excited to see how Anna picks up in this match, having a bit of time off, and see Viana, see how she gets on here as well. So be interesting.
It's interesting how different players affect the other player, how they play each other. Some players are more comfortable playing some other players. So have these 2 played very much? I'm not sure, but Anna is ranked number 3 in the EuroTour overall rankings, and Vanya is ranked number 28 in the rankings. Of course, that could have a lot to do with how many EuroTours they've played this year.
Yeah, definitely. It's an interesting point you make. I think the semi-final that I commented on, just the last one, Ina versus Christine, obviously both from Germany. They know each other very well. It's always hard when you play maybe a friend or a fellow country man or woman just makes it a little bit more, I don't know, strange. You often hear that. But yeah, I don't know if they've... I'm sure Viana and Anna have played each other in the past. I'd be surprised if they haven't. They will definitely know each other, that's for certain.
Sure. You know, let's be honest here. Some players just scare the heck out of you when you play them. You feel they're great players, and you can step up and play well against them, or sometimes you can cower a little bit and not play so well.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got a bit of work to do on this rack though, George. This 9 ball is a bit thin, and I think she's going to try and use the 5 ball maybe to hold the cue ball. Or maybe not. Not sure what she was trying there.
Well, position-wise, she would have been very tested. There's nothing there. This brings the young lady that broke the balls back to the table. And Senora Franco from Portugal.
Yeah, a bit of a test at the start, but just needs to concentrate on the pot. There's a couple of solids there waiting. 2 ball would be great if she could get on that one nicely. Oh, that was a nice cueing. I'm interested to see how she plays. Like I say, I haven't seen her play much. She looks focused, and she's having a great run here. Like we say last time, she's had a few semi-finals over the years, but like we said at the start, I think Luke called it out as well. She did make a final way back in 2014, so she must be experienced in the world of pool. She's been playing for some years. That's a great shot to get on that 7 ball straight away. I like that a lot.
You know, the sad part is that she has to stay on the 7 and then play the 3 ball below it and come up for either the 4 in the side or the 2 ball to the upper left-hand corner. But she's on the 2 ball now.
Yeah, I think that's where she's going next, George. Get up for that
exactly.
2 ball now.
That's a bit of a cut here. It's going to send the cue ball straight towards the side pocket, and can she hold it?
Yeah, maybe she can just drag it. Just drag this 3 ball in, as if she was trying to hold for the 8 ball in the bottom left kind of shot. She might even be able to just play a plain ball off the side rail. It's a bit high, yeah.
But she did a great job there, yeah. Well, some of my sources say that Anna played and lived in Portugal for many years, so they know each other very well.
There you go. Probably good friends. A lot of these players know each other very well. And I'm sure when you're on the tour, traveling around to all these global tournaments, you do make some good bonds. And as much as your friends off the table, I'm almost certain there'll be a fierce competition when you're on the table. They're all trying to win.
What a great shot there. Now she's on the 1. She has to come back for this 4 ball for the side pocket, because I believe both corners are blocked.
Yeah, great. Probably the right-hand side pocket, George. She might even have to draw this down the left side of the table. Haven't seen the angle on the 1, but quick glance, it looked like it was going to the left. Yeah, ever so slightly. Maybe has to draw it down.
With a good stroke, she gets between the 4 and the 9. Right through there. Come on, ball. She needed a little bit more.
Just looked a bit straight for me for that shot. She would have had to really give it a bit of juice.
Yeah. She might have to bank it to the corner pocket. It's there. And it looks like the 8 goes by the 10, so the 8 ball will play in the same pocket. It's lined up pretty nice, actually. Well, she gave a good go.
Yeah, it was a tough one.
Yeah, it was. She had to really get on that one ball to come between the 4 and the 9 to get on the side pocket, and just not quite enough. Opens it up for Anna.
Yeah, it's nice when you have no traffic on the table and you can just pick and choose your path.
Sure. Both players are undefeated to this point. Anna defeated Ene Helvik from Norway, Rose Vadu from France, Katarzyna Wezolowska from Poland, and Sandra Baumgartner from Austria. And she finds herself facing her friend, Vanya FRANCO, in the semifinal.
Bit of a miss that one though, George. She kind of fatted that one. Has she left a bank? I don't know if she can bank this 4 ball back up to where she's leaning over. The 10 ball might be in the way. Or she can go the other way
She's
though.
it to the left. She can go the other corner, correct. And
come that's a great
effort. She's made it. She's made
Nailed it. Oh wow, what a bank. Absolutely fantastic. Clean as a whistle. Didn't touch the sides that, George.
That was a great shot. Well worthy of our highlight reels.
Yeah, I'll definitely make a note of that one for us. That was a great bank there. It's a bit of a... Yeah, it was one of those ones, isn't it, George, where you often see that when someone gets left a unexpected bank, how many times do you see them make it in these moments in 8-ball and other things? It's crazy.
Oh, it's funny. I like to say desperation creates great shots.
Yeah, there's a t-shirt there for sure. I like that.
And she holds her break, wins the first game in the all-important alternating break format. Alan Buyas. But I said that wrong. Bias. Alan Bias from Croatia is your referee. From the EPBF, European Pocket Billiard Federation.
So second break. Let's see if she can... She got close to those balls in the side pockets on the last break. Incredible how they didn't drop. See if she can do that again. But this time, 6-ball looks good. Oh no, again on the point. She's been very unlucky. Wow.
They're breaking consistent. Very consistent on the break there. That's where the ball hit last time. 9-ball was kissed out. Will that spin in? No.
Yeah, this 6-ball is interesting. Does it go down the rail? If it does, solids aren't too bad. I'd like to have a proper look at the table. There we go. So maybe it does sneak down. Stripes are pretty much all potable as well, so I think she'll be taking the stripes. It's all about this position. Oh, she's stretching and bridging here. A couple of balls in the side to fall on from this 13. How's the pace? It's pretty good. She can get this problem ball out of the way, George, on the right side of the table. Roll this one through. Get the problem ball out the way, and that 10 ball is sitting, waiting in the left-hand centre. So she's got a good couple of balls to connect to here.
That one shot really put her in a good place. She can just follow this, as you said, for the 14. She's looking at the 9. I believe she can draw right back for it and have the 14 next for then which sets up the 10 ball in the middle pocket.
Yeah, this is the thing with 8 ball. So many options. It's all about what you see and how you feel. She might be wanting to go a different way, but I do think that connecting ball to the 10 in the side is a good option. 8 ball does go in a few pockets. Looks like it even goes possibly in the left middle as well. So she has 3 or 4 pockets for the 8 ball. Plenty of balls to work with. Great chance to get one back on the board.
You can see the referee in the background keeping time with he's got a stopwatch. He will call time at 10 seconds. They are on a clock.
Yeah, she's taking these nice, George. This is good to see. She did this in her earlier match that I was commentating on. Very calm and collected around the table. However, towards the end, she got a little bit nervy, I think, and just snatched at a couple. But when the balls are in the open, she's very good at pattern play. Her strokes sometimes can become a bit jabby.
You know, it's funny, Graham. You said a little bit nervy, and you know what we've been seeing this week here in Slovenia is we also saw it with the men. Some of them just seem to slow their pace and not play as well in the latter part of the match. Some came on strong, so I think that could have a little bit to do with maybe the player, the venue.
Yeah, all of the above. Let's not kid ourselves. These are big tournaments, and even though you do play them often enough, she's ran that a bit far though. Maybe she's trying to avoid bridging, but she's okay.
Yeah, I thought she might have run a little further and played it to the opposite corner, because I wasn't sure how straight she was. But this should be something she can handle.
Yeah, it's a comfortable right-handed shot. Nicely done. But yeah, what you're saying, George, is interesting. I think the nerves, and especially when you get to the business end of these kind of events, it's a big difference, you know, winning these events. We've already, I think you and I discussed it yesterday evening. These are big tournaments. They're not just small events. There's a lot of good players, and everybody's trying to win one, and not just the prize money, but the accolades of titles. So you can get a bit nervy, and it has been shown, especially in the final that we've seen with Mario and Marco yesterday. Hill decider, all kinds of drama. It's all possible.
Yes, yesterday we saw Marco Spitsky from Germany in his semifinal and in his final had to go Hill, and it was great for entertainment. Had everybody on the edge of their seat.
Maybe not so great for Mario, but so there has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. He was very professional, did an interview as well after. Maybe people seen that on social media. If not, go and watch it. He was quite honest with his performance. He did miss the boat a little bit, had 3 or 4 chances to win that match, and he even said himself didn't play very well to close that match out. But he doesn't take anything away from Marco. It was a great win for him, winning his first EuroTour. And yeah, very professional.
Yeah, actually, those are great. Those were 2 great interviews on both players, and both players are very forthright and told it like it was.
But good to see. But back to this break from Anna. She hit them very well, George, I have to say. Look at these. Look at the split. 8 ball is going to be the key one for me. If she does take solids, looking at that view, the 8 does go in the right centre. Not sure if it goes in the bottom left corner or the bottom right corner. But that 3 ball is quite a good connector to run through for the 8. Do you think it goes in the bottom right, George, the 8? Don't know if it does.
She might have half a pocket.
She played a bit of a loose one there. A bit longer and a bit further away than she would have liked. But she can just stop it. A little bit of a stop shot. Hold the cue ball for the 7. Interesting, George. I have a question for you. So I noticed in the semi-final, just looking there, Anna, in one of her shots she played a moment ago, she's quite a tall girl, leaned over, and obviously height does play an advantage to some respect. But in the semi-final, Ina Kaplan was playing Christine Steinlag, and I noticed that Christine had kind of special platform shoes on that were quite large in terms of the soles, maybe just to give herself a little bit of a height gain. Maybe she's quite small in general, so I don't know, height can play an important part of pool for some respects in certain shots. What do you think?
I agree. A player at 6'2", 6'3", a player like Kachi at 6'5", they don't need a bridge. They're comfortable over. A lot of shots are missed when you're stretching over the table, especially when it's all ball fouls. You have to be aware of that. And so some players use an extension because it just makes it easier. So yes, height does matter, and I have seen women especially wear platform or a little higher shoes. There's a couple of men that do too. See, I'm one of those players that could be vertically challenged. She missed that one badly. But I'm 5'9", and when I play guys that are 6'2", 6'3", I can't stand it. They can just reach right over, and I have to grab the rest.
Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic. Just something I noticed with the special shoes that she had on. You don't see it very often. But yeah, a bit of a miss from Anna there. She had a good chance.
I like the way the English just responds off the rails. It came off very nice. It's really starting to grab nice off the new cloth. Simonis cloth, and on these Predator arc tables.
Yeah, judging by the shot that Anna was playing, tells me that the 8 ball must have went in the bottom right corner. Not that it matters for Viana, because she's going to remove her stripes anyway. But she's still got to play probably one more good shot here. This is not ideal. She might have to run off the short rail and come back up if she plays the one near the cushion, the long rail. Sorry. She could stun into the 9, also an option, but I don't like bumping balls if you don't have to, George. Do you know what I mean? I think if you can avoid it,
yes,
great.
Yeah.
Unless it's easy one, she might play into the 9. Yeah, like that one's not a bad one. I like that shot. The odds of it going wrong were extremely low, so it makes sense. And now she's in prime position here. It's just about close control of this cue ball.
Oh, she stayed low. She'll come across for the 15 next, and then over for the 11, unless she can hold it there for the 11.
Yeah, she's a bit low, isn't she?
Yes, she came a little low.
She might have to play for the 15 here first, depending how soft she can drop this in.
She's able to drop it softly. And this is nice. She can just leave it there for the 15 in the side, and then depending on the angle, where she plays the 8 to the side or to the corner.
Yeah, she's got a few options depending how she can reach it. I prefer to roll these ones in, but some people prefer to draw them and come back across, play it in the same pocket. I like this shot better.
Yeah, the reason they come back across is they don't want to play it real soft. Like she just did there.
It's all personal preference. Some people like to play a little bit more power. I don't mind. In my game, I don't mind rolling them around, but it's yeah, whatever you feel comfortable with. But she's managed it well. A nice little nudge on that 9 ball, George. I think she looks very calm, very focused. It's going to be a good match, this, I feel.
Well, you know, as far as that nudge on the 9 ball, I think she played that because it laid just right for it, and it couldn't go wrong. Either she goes by it and has the 9, or she hits the 9 ball and has the 14. It's great when you have options like that. And in fact, you mentioned that it had to go very wrong for not to get a shot. Yeah, just see right there. It was very tough not to get a shot there. I like the recap here on the game. It gives us a second chance to watch the player, and we can tell if it was played or if it just worked out that way.
No, it was definitely played.
It's a good look.
Yeah, it's good. The replay function is such a nice part of the production. It gives us all a second look at some great shots. And let's see how Anna can break. She had a good break the last time. She would love another one now. She'd definitely love to get this rack on the board and level it up, because if she does lose this one, it's a bit of an advantage to Viana, who has been breaking pretty consistent. She gets one in the side. How are the balls looking?
Well, she doesn't look like she has a straightforward opening shot.
Yeah, maybe a stripe in the side, potentially. Not sure if she can get the 10. I don't think she can. Sorry, the stripe in the side there. It's the 11 ball, 15 ball in the side maybe.
Yeah, the problem with that, she's going to run the cue ball into the 8, close to the 8 there.
Yes,
or the 4 ball. Is she going for the combo? I like the combo. Oh, there's a good shot there. There's also the combo, as we just see it lined up right there. The 11-9.
Yeah, good spot, George. I think this has opened this rack right up now. She does have the 14 on the side rail over to the right part of the table. It's not a bad connector, potentially, for the 8 ball in the side. She could leave that towards the end if she chooses, if you know what I mean. Just maybe leave that stripe just where the cue ball is now, that 13 ball. She could leave that as her second last ball. That's a great ball just to roll in, to then play the 14 and then the 8 in the side. That could be a good option, George.
I like the 14 ball last. She can get straight on it right off of the ball right next to her hand there, the 13 ball. Although she may have to take that now after the 10.
Yeah, great. I think she would have liked that combo to be a bit more straight, so she could have held and played both of them back to back. But now she will have to change the plan, as you said. Play the 10 ball next, and then probably... Well, it's not ideal, to be honest. Where the 10 ball is, that 6 ball is a problem. It's blocking the path for ideal position. Is a stop shot on, George? As crazy as it sounds, or maybe just she could roll the 10 forward a little bit. She might take the 13 now.
I would If she's comfortable cueing, I'd take the 10 ball now and then play this ball here. Side pocket.
Yeah, I don't know if she can draw. Can she draw underside the 2 ball here and then use the rail just above the side pocket on the right side of the table? I don't know if she can, or maybe even bump into the 6 ball. Depends how much angle she has. Yeah, she's gone straight into the 2, so she's now having to go a different route completely. 14 ball next, maybe, George. I don't know if the 8 ball goes past the 4 in the bottom right hand corner.
I think she's going to have to follow this 14 around 3 rails for the 15 to the left hand corner.
Yeah, it's all about the black for me. She might even play the 15 in the right side. All depends if the black goes past the 4. Yeah, that's what she's trying.
Right side. Yep.
Oh, this could be okay, you know. She might be able to run underside the 1 if she has the angle, just to thread the cue ball in between. What a result that would be if she can get the cue ball across. It does go in the top left. Or can she bump the 1? Let's see.
Nice bump on the 1. Sure could. And things just got right. Or she just made things right, excuse me. Anna did for this 8 ball on the side. And we'll soon be tied at 2 apiece.
Yeah, it was a good plan B there. She had to adjust because after that combo that you mentioned, she didn't land great. And she changed the plan around. She did land absolutely perfect on that last stripe to just bump into the 1. So, nice finish.
That was a good shot right there on the 10 ball to catch the 2 ball the way she did. They're using the Aramith Billiard Balls, which is a sponsor of this tournament, along with Predator Group, where you can go to predatorcues.com and see the table that you're watching, the Predator Arc. They have their own cloth, cues, gloves, all the accessories. Longoni is the other sponsor, and the title sponsor is Kamui. And we are at the Therme Olimia in, I want to try to say this at least once, Graham. Podcetrtek.
Sounds good to me.
It's a tough one.
Skill in itself.
I had to try it at least once.
Yeah. I'm sure it sounded perfectly fine. Great effort. Oh, there she goes. She's definitely got that consistency on the break here. This could be a nice break. Where's that 9 ball going to hold up? The 1 ball next to the right centre pocket is an interesting one. I don't know if it's wired to the rail or is it on the point. No, it's good. So both solids and stripes here, George, are great. 8 ball goes in the side and the bottom right we can see there. Plenty options. Lovely break.
Just a small roll forward. She's perfect on the 3. Probably take care of the 3, the 2, come down to the 1, and take care of the remaining 2 solids. The 6 ball goes past the 4 ball, but she'll clear that before she gets to the 6. Let's see what route she takes.
Yeah, she's got a few options. That 6 ball does need a little bit of care. Definitely goes in the left centre pocket, which could be a nice connector to the 8 ball. I'm thinking that might be where she's going at the end. All depends how she gets from these next couple of balls, really. It's all about the draw shot here. If she can land straight after this 1 ball on that 7, it does go past the 10. Oh, she's played that well, George. She can roll this through now for the 5 in the bottom left and the 6 ball in the side. I think that's the way she's going. That's what she's looking at for me.
Graham, you do a great job with the side pocket shots. I tend to avoid them. And so when I'm actually commentating, I don't look for them as much as other players. I play a lot of one pocket, and I never look to the side pockets. And an 8 ball, especially if you play the bar table 8 ball, if you don't have the perfect angle going to the side pockets, that's where you run into trouble, because you have to run the cue ball around the table, and in traffic, it's very dangerous.
Yeah, it also depends on which balls are next to you. It's because the 8 ball is so close to the 6 ball, she's actually underhit the previous shot, and she left a bit too much angle on the 5, which then means she's got a knock-on effect. A little bit too much angle on this 6. So back to your point, George, this is now a lot more trickier than if you were straight behind it. And also the 8, she has to think about that as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if she plays this maybe with a little bit of pace. When I say pace, she's not going to hit this hard, but dead weight might not be the option. 8 ball needs to go in the top corner, possibly.
I think she'll play with just a hint of inside English and come straight back for the 8 ball in the same pocket. Right about there.
Brilliant shot. Very well done. I like the way she's taking these balls out, George. She's very clinical in shot selection. Nicely done.
And the score is now 3-2, and they have traded games. Vanya opened up with a win. Anna fired back. Vanya took it back, and then Anna fired back again, and here we are at 3-2. Vanya will be breaking for the second time in this alternation. Good look at the cues there. That did look like a Predator cue, as she is wearing a Predator patch on the right side. I was trying to see if she was on the Predator Pro team, and she did not come up.
Interesting. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, you can see the Predator patch right there on the right side. And other sponsors, I don't see any Q sponsors, so I would say that is the BK Rush. So
wow. Again, those balls catching the points and sitting over the centre pockets. That's quite incredible. She's done that a few times. If you just watch this replay, the 9 ball and the 2 ball. Goodness me, so close.
Those 2 balls to the side pockets have caught that point every time. Every time, only one has gone. They're hitting the point it's just amazing how consistent the break is. Tells you 2 things. The players are hitting it squarely, and the rack is very tight, and there's no problems with it whatsoever. So it's just a matter of speed.
Yeah, a little bit of congestion here. She's found the gap, I think. Maybe a combo, George. Could be worth taking it now, I think. Might be worth it. Try to bring that cue ball back into that same pocket where she is right now. Could be worth it.
I think if she can see the 11 ball there is at the 13, I think that would be my shot. She likes this better. Well, she'll be able to keep that window if she has to with this combo. She can just put this into the 9, come right back to the same line for that window, just like this, and she still has this. Very nice shot, and good call there, Graham, on the combo being the better choice.
I think it just solved one of her problems straight away, and like you said, she had the line to come back, so it was definitely worth playing it. 8 ball does go on the bottom right. Not sure if it goes in either of the sides there, you see. So she will have to have that in her mind about how she closes the last part of this rack out. She's going to play this 10 at the top for me. In the top play the 10 in the top corner. Then play the 14 and come up for that remaining stripe up by the side pocket to possibly play in the 8 ball in the bottom right. That's the way I would go.
It's going to take a good draw shot on the 14 to get back up for that 15 by the side, and she's got perfect. She is perfect.
It just means the connection to the 8 ball is so much easier, George, doesn't it? If she can play that 1 in the side, there's so much table space, and she's got plenty of room. If she wants to put a big stroke on it, she can, or it might be worth trying to go all the way up to past the kitchen. It's not a bad idea. Oh, how about that for position? What a shot she's played there.
Perfect. Nicely played. And she got on that 14 very, very well to be able to draw that ball like that. Nice stroke. Well played.
I think she can even top this forward as well off the rail. Oh no, she couldn't. She had to stop shot, but still. She already called her extension just to make sure she doesn't get a 10-second warning. Smart move. Doesn't want any distractions on this 8 ball.
Nice slot. Very nice methodical run out. Looked great.
Yeah, I've seen some very nice runouts from both players. Very much enjoyed that one. I always like it when someone can be surgical, like picking out puzzles, putting the cue ball in places to maximize or reduce the difficulty, if I put it that way. That's always a key thing for me in 8 ball, George. I don't know how you see it, but it's obvious if you can reduce the difficulty level, you can make the game look very easy. So shot selection is absolutely critical in 8 ball.
And you don't want to forget your patterns. I chuckle at that because I find myself the few times that I play 8 ball, you pick out your pattern and you're about to go through it, and then you just get a little bit out of line, and you forget it and have to redo it completely. I guess that comes with age.
Well, happens to the best of us, George. I wouldn't put an age on it. I do the same from time to time. You can be patterns is really important, but you don't always get it right. But let's see.
See,
the other ball on
there's
the point.
that ball on the point. Again, every time she's been there, so consistent. It has to be frustrating at this point.
Yeah, they're both doing it. They're both catching the points. Wide open table here. Solids also look quite nice, and she has an opener on the 3 ball. I don't know how thin it is. Need to see the angle. Yeah, it's not too bad. She can drift down. She has the 4 ball there, 7 ball, and the 2 balls at the bottom of the table are both potable as well. So a couple of good shots here.
Well, she's going to be over the top of the 7 ball there, but the 4 ball lies in a very good position, and there's not much she has to do to get on the 6. So I think she takes this 4 ball, comes off the rail just a little, shoots the 6, and possibly the 2 ball to the side, and comes right up.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely, if she can get on that 6 ball, would be ideal. I thought she could have played that a little bit harder, just to not be on the rail. To be honest, George, just puts extra pressure on this shot. Even though she was bridging, the 4 ball wasn't difficult. She might be going a different way, that's why. I wonder if the 6 ball goes in the bottom right, George. Also, might be an option. Or she's going to go around.
It looks like it. Yeah. It's got to come up a little bit. It came up perfect. I believe it goes. Now she's kind of giving me the idea that maybe it doesn't. She doesn't like it as much.
I think she was trying to see how straight she was. She'd love to be able to draw this 6 ball back and play the 2 ball maybe in the same pocket. But like what you said before, she can also maybe roll it through. It's just the 5 and the 1 ball has to be in her mind.
What?
Oh dear.
Oh.
It's gone wrong. Yeah, it's gone
Trouble.
wrong. No shot.
Yeah,
I think if she felt she was going to flick the 2, might have been better to roll forward. But she's in a bit of trouble now. I don't know if she's even got a shot on. Can't pot the 2. 5 doesn't go. Can't pot the 1. Trouble.
Yeah, the stun shot. The stun shot was the best shot on that 6 ball, because if she stuns it, the cue ball stays there, and the 2 ball moves just slightly to the pocket, and she could have been straight in there. That was a tough shot.
Yeah, she went for a thin 5 in the side.
I don't want to say this is a tricky rack, but it's not completely straightforward. But it should be handled by Anna, my Miss GRADISNIK. She did a great job in the women's World 8 ball. It's one of the best tournaments I've seen in a long time. We just had it here in Michigan, I believe, in the United States. And her fellow, well, she's not a fellow Austrian because Anna is from Slovenia. But Jasmine Ocean did a fantastic job, especially what a final that was. Did you catch any part of that, Graham?
I didn't. I've seen a few highlights. But no, unfortunately, time zone, I haven't had a chance to watch that back either. So, yeah, fantastic achievement. Very well done indeed. Yasmin not joining us for this one. I'm sure in some respects the players will be glad about that. Maybe she's taking some well-deserved time off after a big victory. Didn't want to travel back for this one.
This is nice that she has the 13 and 14 so available for the side pocket on the right. Makes this so easy.
Yeah, she has options here. She can just roll this through and then play in the opposite centre pocket. Oh, she overran that a little bit. Hard to tell. She's nodding. I think she might have gone a bit too far.
She can just roll over to the long rail there and play the, is it the 10 ball down the rail, as she just noted by her body language. It'll land up pretty straight. In fact, it'll give her, she'll be able to close some space up for the 8 ball and be closer to it. But can she get the cue ball off the rail?
Yeah, I think she's okay. I think she might even have an option to follow it all the way down. Play it in the bottom right. It could be an option to play the 8 ball in the side.
Perfect. This is going to be nip and tuck the whole way. I think these players are going to trade punches. This is the first time a player has won two, once it's 8 balls down, it'll be the first time a player has won 2 games in a row in this match.
Yeah, it's a good battle. It's nice to see some clean-cut chances. It's a bit contrast to some of the matches I've had this morning. There's been some good battles, but there was quite a few mistakes from both players. But this has been pretty solid stuff so far. Both punishing. Dry breaks.
And you know, it's I don't want to say it's funny. I just think it's good to note that both players playing very deliberate, methodical. As you said, they look around. They don't miss much. They haven't missed anything really. They look real good at the table. Very, very solid. Either one will give Ina Kaplan all that she needs in the final.
Another dry break. I don't like this stripe up on the left side. On the right side, sorry, just above that centre pocket, George. That's in arguably probably the worst places to have a pool ball on a pool table. I don't like that at all. So solids would be perfect if she can make that work. I think she will be looking at that. 7 balls an issue, maybe, if it goes in the bottom right or not.
It does appear to go to the bottom right by the 8. So this should be pretty. I think her problem is the 8 ball. Does it go to the left-hand corner off the 11? No, it doesn't. The camera angle we just had shows that it's up against the 11 and doesn't have a pocket.
Yeah, a little bit of work to do. There is a couple of balls that she could use to bump into the 8 ball.
She'd have to get perfect on the 7 to do that.
Yeah, needs to get perfect somewhere, because I don't think, like you said, that 8 ball, I don't think it goes in the side. I mean, if it does, that's a bonus. She was a little bit fat on that one. That's why she's closer to the rail. I mean, she could drop the cue ball from the 7 here, George, and put the cue ball on the right long rail to leave an angle on the 2 ball to then come in and maybe run into the 8 ball with a chance of being on the 4 or the 1. Could be an option. I like that option.
Oh, a nice bump there to make sure, to ensure the ball goes by the 12 there, the stripe.
I don't know if she can reach it. She might have to use the rest for this one. Can she force it across and nudge into the 8 ball? It's hard to tell if that 8 ball does go anywhere. You see from that angle, yeah, I don't think it goes in the side, George. It really doesn't. So therefore she will have to move it or do something.
This would be a great shot if she's able to move that 8 ball and slide up for position on either the 1 or the 4, because there is that possibility. So she could try this here.
I think she has to go for it, to be honest. No, she hasn't. So that maybe tells us maybe the 8 ball does go.
Long shot here. Will she recover and get close to the 1, or just take the long shots?
I think given this layout now, George, my two cents would be stop shot on the 4, roll the 1 ball through and play a bank on the 8 ball. That for me looks like the situation. She could try to be creative here, but if I'm honest, I think opening the 8 ball opportunity is already passed. So therefore you have to make a choice. What do I do? The bank is on. She can drop the 1 in and play a bank on the 8 ball. I think that's the only option for me, to be honest, George. If it doesn't go.
I totally agree. I just by looking at this, I've seen this several times from several angles. It does not go to the pocket. From the angles we can see, she can try to come across and bump it, or take the bank, as you just noticed, and she's taking the bank. What a nice shot. And I think she knew this from some time back, so she was okay with it. This is a good bank. And the cue ball comes down, and it's a two-way shot. It's going to move the 11 towards the 12, and the cue ball is going to come down to the bottom rail, so she won't leave too much with a decent speed on this ball. Now she's missed the ball, but there's no gimme except for the 11 in the side. And
yeah,
it can be a tester.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Smart, good play.
It's a good call, but even though she hasn't left anything easy, I do think control has passed to Anna here, and there's always places to hide.
I don't think she wants to make a ball here.
No, she's going to try to get some cover on this bottom rail. But she has left a shot, George, so is the scratch on? That's the big question. Can she pot this this 8 ball in the left corner? I don't know. It's definitely available in the right corner. Both tough. She's going right corner.
I'm not sure she can get by the 11 for the right corner.
Yeah, I think she called it. Here. I think she called the right corner, George.
So and it's the right shot.
This is very tough. Oh, she's got it, you know, it's close. Oh, what a great effort.
Well, the one great thing about the shot, even though she missed it, is that it's there and it forces Anna to make sure she runs out here. And that 9-10 can be a little tricky.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, this, because the 8, she might even play safe, you know, and just put the cue ball right in between alongside the 10 ball. If she can put it locked in by the 10.
I don't agree with this. It's a nice kick shot. But she'll have to use a little spin. It's not natural. No, maybe it is.
I think just where...
I think she has... I think she has to go around the 11 with spin.
Yeah, I was just thinking, because the 8 ball is a little bit to the left of the pocket. A rail first is still a possibility. It's close. Oh, she's got it. Oh, what a great shot.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. There's another one for the highlight reels.
Yeah,
that was all with English. She had to go on the outside of it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just thinking the safety play from Anna. She didn't really have much of a choice, George, because the stripe that was on that right-hand side rail was just so horrible. Even getting behind that was difficult to pot. I don't blame her for playing safe and trying to get ball in hand. But, yeah, I hear what you're saying. A lot of English on that shot, George. Spin it across. Yeah. So we're being treated to some very good pool, some good kick shots. There's been some great shots by Viana. Already banked one 8 ball, kicked in another. She'll be hoping to get something going on the break. Nothing. Dry break, George.
She's going to flatten out that point on the side pocket. It's not going to be sharp anymore. Every ball is hit there. Watch this 2 ball. Now watch this ball over here on the left. All the points.
Yeah, it's incredible. Just can't seem to get something in there. Some good goalkeepers in those centre pockets at the moment.
There you go. There you go.
And these stripes are not bad as well. Just wondering if that 11 ball goes in the bottom right. If it does, she might even try to track it now. Oh, how about that? She'll take that. It's not how she played it, but that's one of your shots, that, isn't it, George? A little love bump. Happy days.
A little love. I like that love bump. That was a good shot. Yes.
Yeah, she'll take that.
And she. That was actually a smart shot to go ahead and open up on that, because there's too many other balls available. She's bound to come up with position. And now everything is wide open for her. Keep in mind, this is a race to 8. Earlier in the tournament, in stage 1, it was a race to 6.
Yeah, I think this one's got 7-7 written all over it, George. I think even from early, we just, like you say, back and forth. Nobody really pulling away. It's got the hallmarks of a decider.
Well, Anna was in good shape, or had the opportunity to go ahead and win 3 games in a row, and chose the safety And Vanya came back with a great kick on the 8-ball to close it out.
Yeah, it's been good stuff. I'm just wondering, is there a way Anna can get from the 14 in the centre now to play the stripe just next to the 8-ball? That would be ideal. Yeah, she can. And then try to get over to play that 1 on the rail next after this and leave that 10-ball for the end to get on the 8-ball. I just don't know the angle. If she can get there from this shot, I don't know.
If she chooses inside English, she can come up to the left side of the 8 for the ball on the rail, on the long rail. And that's what she's done.
Oh, she's just squeezed past. This will be a delicate one. Back to what you said before, George. This is a drop it in kind of shot, or you kind of try to draw it, but you can get a little bit too much juice on these sometimes if you try to draw it. Might be nice just to kill this one with drag to try and leave that 10-ball as straight as she can.
I would try to draw it to the 7. You know, like if you're playing position in rotation, kind of like that. Just draw it towards the 7. Very, very well done there. I think she can hold this. It's a nice soft shot. It holds nicely. At worst, she'll be on the close to the rail. This should end up pretty nice for her.
Yeah, and if she doesn't like the drag and hold, she can go around the back, play the 8-ball in the same pocket as the 10. She's got quite a bit of space if she doesn't like holding. Because if she does go a bit too far, that 8 could be extremely thin. So I wouldn't be surprised if she draw, yeah, where she's putting her cue, just punch it down off the bottom. She's got quite a bit of space. I think she prefers that, to be honest. She's got a little bit too much on that as well. It's not terrible,
Yeah,
but
it was hard not. It was hard not to put that spin on the ball and shoot off that rail. I liked her trying to just roll that in softly. I think that would have been her best bet. It would have given her better position than she has now. Possibly, excuse me. But she's made a shot close like this before, so. And she's missed that one. And left the 8 in an awkward position for her, as long as Vanya keeps the cue ball in the top part of the table with the 4 and the 6 there. The 8 doesn't have a pocket. You know, in playing that 10 ball, from the angle that we had, I think she could have slow rolled it and cheated the side pocket a little bit to the right and held the cue ball right there for it. But she's back to the table now.
yeah, it's always hard. Sometimes in the moment, you just have to go with what you feel. And I think the problem was when she played the 10 and went around the 8, she kind of stunned it off the bottom rail with spin, maybe rather than trying to draw it and go off 2 rails just to take a little bit of pace out. She's trying the 1 rail kick shot here. Well, she's trying the bank. She left the bank. She had a chance there. Bit of a mistake there from Vanya to leave the shot on the 8. But luckily for her, she did make the bank, and now it's wide open table. That was a chance, George.
And it was. And again, the 8 ball's not in an optimal position for Anna. She'll leave another bank. But as long as she leaves the 1 ball in place, that bank will be blocked. And plays the 1 ball last. And she can always use the left side of the table for safety. Well, she's going to open up the bank.
Yeah, I think once she gets rid of, I think that the 2 ball is too tight in the side, so she'll get rid of this 3 ball now and open up that top right corner for the 2. Try and get down table, maybe for the 7, or yeah, she might take the 6 now. Stop shot for the 2. She would have liked to have got the 7 out the way first, but six ball stop shot. Play the 2 ball. Got a nice connecting ball with the 5 in the side, and then just use that 7 to. Where, if you imagine where the 5 ball is now, if your cue ball is around that area, you can use 1 or 2 rails to come down for the 8. She's maybe just overscrewed that a touch.
Well, she's also left herself in a position that she go for the 7 now if she wanted to.
Yeah, she might have to.
She'll just hold it there for the 5, I believe. Either way works. Yeah.
The only danger with this one, George, is when you're leaving a ball in the centre of the table is your kind of last ball to go down or up a table. The angle is so important. If you overhit this or you land perfectly straight, you're leaving your options limited. So this is a key shot. Has to be careful.
She'll get good on this 5 ball. There it is. Ooh, she's going to have to run up and down. She went too far. It's nice, though. She can just cut it to the side, hit the head rail, and come down, making sure she doesn't go to the right-hand corner pocket. If she chooses to come all the way down. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, like I said,
she's in good shape here.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Just means the cue ball's running a little bit up and down. Hopefully that middle pocket doesn't come into play as well. She's judged that really well, though. Great shot.
What a great semifinal. Nip and tuck all the way. They traded games. They traded games to 4 apiece. And the score is exactly, both players have now won 2 games in a row. Vanya broke the last one, I believe. She'll be breaking again this one.
Yeah, and I'm feeling it a little bit. You can see it in her face. If you were to look at both players, you would feel the momentum is a little bit with Vanya. Anna's had a couple of chances maybe that she hasn't taken. But this is a big break now because Vanya would be love to get a 2-rack advantage and win this second break of hers.
Breaking from almost dead center. Hitting the ball square. You can watch the 10 and the 3 go to the side pockets. They've caught the point, the upper point of the side pocket every rack. And there's the 3. Continues the trend.
Yeah, I kind of feel at some point, is it worth trying something different? Balls are not going in.
a little tidbit of knowledge here from my sources, and it seems that Anna's brother Mitja is the Slovenian national coach.
Interesting. There you go. They have got some very, very strong players. Oh, this is where the height comes in. She can reach that. Just run this through. Stripes are pretty good. 8-ball comes into play as ever. Goes in the bottom left. Possibly the left centre, maybe, as well. Yeah, I'm just wondering if she has to play a little bump at some point on this little cluster of 2 stripes where the 4-ball is. I don't know if, well, the bottom one is definitely available in the left centre. I'm not sure if the one above the pink 4-ball is available. Oh, she has a perfect angle here, though, I think, to bump the 4-ball out of the way. However, she needs to get it right because that 9-ball is still needs to be potted, and you have to get on the 8-ball in a certain way. So she looks a bit straight. Don't know if she can do anything with this, George.
Got a nice bump. Lined herself up for a stop shot to play the 9-ball next, and the 8-ball actually goes to the same pocket as the 9, so she might be good here. If she elevates on this 15, it'll automatically bring the cue ball back, which may be, actually it'll come a little bit towards the 7. It looks like she's got a slight angle on it, which might give her a perfect line on the 9, excuse me. Yeah, she's going to have to stay right there.
Yeah, that tells me, though, she's going to take basically what the table gives her on the 9, and she might be playing a bit of a 3-4 rail shot on the 9-ball to get on the 8. This is a one to watch, George. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 rails maybe all the way around for the 8-ball in the same, in the bottom left pocket here. Don't know if she can draw this in.
I think she can draw this 9-ball and go 2 rails for the 8.
You think she can go inside the 7?
Yes.
Looks tight. If she can,
it's going to be tight though. It's very tight. Yes, it's very tight. But she can. I think she can go inside the 7 here.
Oh, what a great call! She can. Excellent shot. Looked like that was a bit thin.
And right here, all I would say is I hope the 1-ball is in the line from the 8 to the pocket, because it's going to be hard to avoid that line unless she just draws the ball.
Oh wow!
She hit that thick, hit it fat.
Very, very thick.
Nice shot on that 9-ball to get inside.
Yeah,
a lot of players will stay away from that.
Yeah, it was missed by quite some way though.
Well, this brings a full table run for Vanya. And again, she has a decent area to play safe on the 8, leaving a bank. If she decides she doesn't like what she's shooting at, but everything's wide open here. She'll probably shoot this 3-ball, come across to the opposite side and shoot the 4 and the 6 to the same pocket. She got on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I think she'll need to make a choice. I think she's okay still to continue the run, but the cue ball's a little bit more running free. I think she's still fine. She missed it though.
Yeah.
She's left a bank,
But
maybe somewhere.
Plan B. Figured I'll leave it on that side of the table in case I miss. And does the 4-ball block the bank on the 8? No, but the 3-ball does. No, it doesn't. The 4-ball blocks it. I call it in the side off the 8, off the 4. And that's what she's calling it. This has a possibility.
Yeah, I
Strong
think it's on.
possibility.
She's got to catch the 4 pretty full. No.
Oh, still could go. That would have been quite a highlight shot if it goes off the bottom side of the 4.
But it's left, hasn't landed in a good spot either. So a bit of a rub there for Anna. She doesn't really have anything easy for Vanya to go after. Safety wise, she needs to be careful. The only real safety play you could put to guarantee that she can't put it in the side is down the bottom right hand side of the table, but then she leaves an open shot kind of on the 8 somewhere. She's trying to get the cover. Oh, smart shot. Two-way shot. I like that. Very well done.
Excellent shot. Excellent. She could have chosen to just play straight safe and gone off to the bottom right-hand corner, as you mentioned, and left a long a kick shot, actually. But she chose that, and it was a much better shot. Now she's in contention for the run out and in good position for the run out.
Yeah, it's a big moment in the match, this, George, because it's been a while since someone had a 2-rack advantage, and this could be just what she needs. She's perfect. Yeah, just roll this 5 through a little bit, take the 4-ball in the corner, and have a nice, easy 6-ball to 8-ball connection here. Wouldn't be doing anything crazy. Just roll this in or even bounce off the rail and back out, but wouldn't be going crazy with this at all. Oh, she's not there. Goodness me.
Ouch.
What has she played there? That is very careless.
I actually like the stop shot. Just the stop shot on the 6-ball for the side. Because when you said roll it to the rail and back out, I liked it. But and if you roll forward, you can still get behind it, and that's exactly what's happened. Now she has to go up and down.
Yeah, she's going to have to take it in the top.
She's going to play
corner.
safe. She might play safe, yeah. Actually, I like that. She could have come all the way over. But now she's faced with a tester, and there's no safety here.
No, she's all in. This is just full 100% focus on the pot. And actually, if you look at where the number 4 ball is, the number on the ball, it's a good target line. Hit where the number 4 is, should go in. That's what she did.
And it did.
How about that?
Great shot. First time a player has won 3 games in a row. And for those of you that just joined us, in the booth with me is Graham Hickman from the Netherlands. This is George Stayachat coming to you from the USA, Tucson, Arizona. And I believe we have the one and only Mark White in the chat. So you have A few commentators here today providing you with some information. And you're in for a treat here. This semifinal match has been very good. The ladies have traded off games. Vanya winning the first, Anna the second, and back and forth till they have 5 games in, and then Anna takes 2 games in a row, and just the last 3 games were won by Vanya. And the young lady from Portugal, has taken a 2-game lead for the first time in this match. And waiting in the background is Ina Kaplan to face the winner of this match for the final of this Slovenian women's Kamui Slovenian Open. 38 women started out. There's 3 left. One of these 2 and Ina Kaplan.
Yeah, probably good time for the players to take a timeout. Definitely from Anna's perspective. Missed a couple of 8 balls. It's quite a crucial time. Starting to maybe get to her a little bit. And Vanya will be super happy to be 6-4 in front. And I'll be curious to see if the nerves start to creep in a little bit more, given it's a big moment for the Portuguese player for some time to get back into another final. So that I think that will come into play at some point, you would think.
You would think. I think for both players. I would say that the one that would be most comfortable would be GRADISNIK, as she just had such a good run at the Women's World 8-Ball here in the U.S. and made the trip right back to Slovenia for this tournament. Again, she is ranked number 3 in the overall rankings for the EuroTour. She's a 675 Fargo. This is Anna, of course. And a 3-time runner-up. So she needs to break that ice there for the EuroTour. In 2024, she was a European Pool Championship in 8-Ball. So she's shown her strength in 8-Ball last year, and again this year in the World 8-Ball. And here she is trying to find her way into the final of this EuroTour. There goes the 3.
And the 9-ball did catch the point as well. If you watch the 9-ball there on the right side. But luckily, a bonus ball goes in. The balls are pretty well spread. It's a nice break, really. Stripes are good. She's got a good starter and a few connecting balls. This is a good break, this. Yeah, this has landed a bit awkward. I don't think she can reach this. She might have to sit on the table. I don't think it'll work that way. Oh, wow. She's
close to the 9 there.
Yeah, she's gonna have to pull out another shot here. Playing the 13 probably in the bottom left corner, trying to come around. Can she land on the 9 here? I don't know if she can get on the 9 or the stripe just to the right of the black. That would be quite nice to get out of the way. Doesn't want to hit the 10 ball though. She's going to squeeze past it. She is. Nicely done. Oh, she's landed perfect here. I'd definitely be taking that stripe just above the 2 ball. Get that out of the way.
She can screw back for the 10 there if she chooses. Is that the 10 or the 14? 10 ball.
Yeah, she has choices. So she's going to play the 9. Quite possibly maybe play the 10 at the end, depending how she feels where this 9 ball is going to go. If it goes in the side, then she'll drop this in and play the 10. I don't think she'll be... She might have a little bit of angle. Yeah, she could run through, so she's playing the 10 last, it looks like, maybe.
Which would be ideal. Just comes off the rail a little bit and she's straight in for the 8 in the opposite corner. That's not ideal.
No, because she's also bridging as well.
Yeah.
Over these balls.
She'll have to go. Yeah, she'll have to go across and shoot the 8 ball to the side. Make sure she misses the deuce. Oh, she was able to hold. That looked like a bigger cut, didn't it?
Yeah, she kind of fatted it in. She's laughing. She's thinking.
She was able to. Good shot.
This is the third 8 ball. She's thinking, I'm not going to miss this one. No, she makes that one. Smiling there a little bit. She knows she's had a few 8 balls that have missed, but she's still in this.
Mm-hmm. She's down by a game. But I believe she gets the next 2 breaks. Or were those her 2 breaks there?
Yeah, she gets another break. She just took a time out there when it was 6-4. So she has one more break to try and get this back to 6-all. This is the biggest break of the match, because if somehow Vanya can get a chance to steal this one, it would put her on the hill with 2 breaks to try and win the match.
Very important game here for her, because either she ties it up or her opponent gets on the hill. I don't think I've ever seen a match with the balls behind the head ball so consistently hitting the points of the side pockets. It's happened in every game. The 14 was on its way, the 7 just above.
Yeah, so it's not ideal, but she does have a chance. And she's at the table, so maybe she can try and make something work. Very difficult opener. Forced into stripes. Big 10 ball shot here. She might even... Yeah, will she even carry him into one of the stripes here, potentially? She might have to.
Whoa. I don't think we've seen that more than 3 times this match where a player has missed a ball. They haven't missed that often. They've overrun position, but not missed. She's taking the stripes, and they're all there. They all have a pocket.
Yeah, big chances. 8-ballers. I always look at the 8-ball very quickly to see how the rack can all come together, and it's available in multiple pockets, which already just gives you a little bit of peace of mind that you have options. Is she on the 10? Yes, she is. She doesn't have to take the 10 now, but she might take it maybe next after this one in the side.
She didn't come back far enough for this ball. She would like to come back just a little bit further, but she can run around to the middle of the table and take that. The 12 ball looks like it's right next to the, or is it the 13, next to the 4 ball. He's taking the 10 now.
Yeah, the 12 ball is going to be the last ball for me, George. Stop shot for the 8 in the side. I think she's going to get rid of these balls first. Up table. Try and... Oh, she's landed perfect, yeah. She can just draw this back and leave enough angle on this one in the top left corner to come down in the potting line of the 12 and try to leave this 12 absolutely poker straight. Just needs to pull this back above the 7 maybe. That would be ideal. Oh, she's jabbed it. This means she's not ideal, I don't think. It was a bit jabby. Yeah, you see it, she's perfectly straight. She needed more angle there. Can she force this with a stun draw? And maybe just try and get down past the 4 ball. I don't know if she can. No. She's missed it.
Trouble. Oh, she might have found a window. It's tight. Nope. Her head nod says no.
Yeah, she landed perfect on the ball before. It's a bit of a mistake there, George. She should have probably screwed back to give herself even a bit more angle. And then she could have just guaranteed the position. What a chance this is now for Vanya to possibly get back to the table. Huge moment. Jump shot coming.
Well, as jump shots go, this is a favorable one. She just has to get over a little bit of that 4 ball. Not much, I think. But the cue ball is going to track towards the 3, so will she have a shot on the 8 is the question, if she makes it.
Well, cue ball's not bad, but she's going to be in another hook in a moment, because I don't think Vanya will be pushing the boat out here. It was a pretty okay jump to get over, but I think she'll be in another snooker in a moment. There's nothing that's jumping out in terms of attack. Just maybe play that 3 ball up table. There's a stop shot, and use the 8 ball. You think maybe, George?
Just stop the cue ball, yes. Just stop it right there. If she would have given up a shot, Anna would have been forced to shoot the stripe ball into the rail off the 4 in the corner, off the 6 in the corner, if it would go. But jump shot number 2. Playing it. She called the side or the corner?
Yeah, she called the corner. Maybe it might go.
It's going to have to go off
off the 6, yeah. I don't think it's really on, to be honest. Looks...
I think.
Cue ball.
Uh-oh.
So, back to what I said before a moment ago, George, about pressure. This is a moment for Vanya to get on the hill, wide open table, ball in hand. Perfect in terms of opportunity. Let's see how she handles it.
Does she take the 2 or the 3? The 2 or the 3 ball first? Oh, she's going to take the 7 ball. Or is that the 1? The 1 ball. She's going to take the 1 ball.
Yeah, interesting. Maybe this is the one. She has a plan in her mind. Maybe she's coming for the 2 ball here.
I think so.
It's pretty straight.
And she'll only get a good line for the 7 ball or the 4.
Yeah, I think she's just going to try and maybe stun this through a little bit. Ideally leave a straightish 7. She's rolling it through. She's missed it.
Oh. And she's been fortunate that she's the ball, the stripe covers the 8 a little bit. It's going to be another jump shot, or will it be a swerve?
No, she's cut the stripe back in the bottom right corner. She's got to pot the stripe in the bottom right corner and probably run around a couple of angles for the 8 ball in the side.
Thank you there, Graham. I actually thought she was going to shoot the 8 ball next. I lost track. I lost track of the stripe. I lost track of the stripe.
Yeah, lots of things going on. Bit of a mistake there for Vanya. I'm not sure about the way that she took them out in terms of shot selection. Maybe that 2 ball doesn't matter now. Where's the cue ball going, George?
Cue ball right in the drink.
Oh my goodness!
How unfortunate! How unfortunate! But fine.
I think unfortunate. Being polite. I think that cue ball was tracking up that way.
Yes, she could have put a little draw on the ball, but she had the opportunity. That was huge. That was a huge mistake. I didn't see that coming at all.
She's got her hands in her face, George. She's feeling the pain. She's had 3 or 4 8 balls that have just gone absolutely worst case scenario here. She's going to feel this one if she does go on to lose it. I think she's struggling a little bit big time mentally on this match.
The Croatian referee for the EPBF, Alan Bias. Big break right here. She can close it out with this a very, very good break and a quick run out. Again, she's made one of the balls to the side pocket. There goes the 4 to the corner. And an open table. Sorry, it's the 5 ball that goes in the corner. What do you like here? I think it's solids.
What do I like here? I think that this is what you call a perfect chance to get yourself back into a final after 11 years, George. That's what I think. She's had a wonderful break there. Solids at the start are dot to dot, and I tell you what, she's got a great starting ball to get on this 1 ball to connect to the 4 ball, which then connects to the 2 ball. This is an incredible break.
Yeah.
Talk about chances. Don't come better than this.
What an outstanding break.
Wow, this is a big moment. I can feel it already for her. Obviously, we're commentators, George, but you know, we're also players as well, and we know what it feels like in tournaments. But they don't come much bigger than getting into a final, and this is an incredible moment for her.
A very, very big moment. And her opponent gave her two opportunities and actually handed 1 game over to her. That's going to make this a little easier for her if she's able to complete this. And there's the trophy for the tournament. But Anna, in that safety where she left her the kick shot, I believe was a mistake that cost her a big game. And that scratch cost her, I'm going to go right ahead and say it, may have cost her the match. That scratch was big. The timing of it was horrendous.
Yeah, this is the shot. 8 ball does go in the bottom right. This is one of the shots where I've seen when your arm gets twitchy, you can really kind of fat these balls in. She just needs to compose herself.
The good thing is the 8 ball goes to either corner. If she comes across it by accident with too much speed, she has a shot. If she holds it, she's perfect. And she almost went a little too high. But for a right-handed player, this is the stretch. She's gotten her extension. For a left-handed player, it's straight in. Pretty close. There it is.
Wow. Absolutely incredible scenes. Obviously good friends. Huge congratulations to Vania FRANCO coming through this match. 8 racks to 5. Have to feel for Anna a little bit there. Missed a few. 8 balls and a scratch on the 8 ball there as well. I think that'll take a little bit of getting over. She'll be a little bit disappointed there, but you can't take anything away from Vania. What a fantastic break and run at the end, well deserved. And she moves on to the final, which will come up 5:30 local time against Ina Kaplan from Germany. That's it from myself, Graham Hickman, and George Teachea. They will be back in the final at 5:30 local. Be there, don't miss it. Bye bye for now.